No, I said it.
I call this meeting to order at 5:02. Representative Require, please lead us in fight song.
1, 2, 3.
Fight, fight, fight. Hail to the mountain. Fight, fight, tigers fight. Lead us to victory. Chief of Staff Moody will be taking attendance during communications. We will now move into the approval of the minutes. Are there any amendments to last meeting minutes? Hearing none, we will consider them approved. Are there any amendments to the agenda? I make a recommendation for the last time to add disability representative to the agenda. We're going over standard rules of order, and if those are passed this week, we don't have to do it ever again. So, does anyone accept that recommendation? Senator Ring?
I accept.
Is there a second? Senator Maddox?
Second.
All those, is there any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Abstaining? With that, we move forward with the agenda as amended. Are there any other amendments to the agenda? Hearing none, we will move forward. There are no guest speakers today. Is there any public participation or student concerns? Hearing none, we will move into communications. Appropriations Committee.
Hey guys, hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. Approach met today at 3:30 and we went over judicial board changes regarding the financial policy. We will be done by next Tuesday. And with that, yeah.
Thank you. Government Operations Committee.
Hi, everybody. Real quick, Government Operations Committee found Resolution 30 unfavorable and Resolution 35 favorable. With that, I yield.
Rules Committee.
Hey, everybody, happy Tiger Tuesday. We officially finished reviewing the Constitution, so that's amazing. So we're moving on to the Accountability and Ethics Handbook, I believe. That is next on our agenda, so please, if you have any changes you'd like to make to that, please let me know before our meeting next Monday. And with that, I yield. Thank you.
Thank you. Treasurer Colquitt.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday. This week I've conducted FAC meetings. These will continue on Thursday. So senators, if you haven't already signed up for a slot, please do so. And then next week we'll have budget hearing, which is exciting. So for those, you don't need to sign up for a slot. We'll all be there unless we have class. I also have a meeting tomorrow with President DeVoe and Dean Skavakis to discuss how SJ can continue our work to provide students with direct aid. And with that, I yield.
Thank you. Chief of Staff Moody. Attorney General Kabor.
Okay, I'm gonna be speaking on her behalf. So she says, happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. Pre-meeting this week is a team bonding event and we are looking forward to it. Assigned units will be out tomorrow to sign up for tabling for you this Saturday, which counts as office hours. Work reports due at 5 before you walk into pre-meeting. She's excited to see everyone on Thursdays. Directors, please make sure your ADs are completing weekly reports as well as they are individual members. Thank you.
Thank you. Chief of Staff Moody.
Okay, I only have one announcement. Well, two, I guess. Well, so this Thursday, we're gonna start filming for our end of the year banquet. So if everyone can come to pre-meeting like 10 minutes earlier, that'd be greatly appreciated. So between this Thursday and next Thursday, we're just gonna do like quick filming. It's not gonna be too much. It's not a script, just like taking videos of everyone. But if you can't make it, just like let me know in advance. So I'll probably try to find another time, but I think that's kind of the only time that works for everyone. And then event proposals, the last day is March 18th, April 18th. That
Thank you, Department of Academic Affairs.
I'm on a wire today, so I'll try not to knock anything over. Well, hello, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday. I heard down the grapevine that I was voted as the director, so thank you. Sorry I wasn't here last week. Last week, I was at a funeral for a family friend, but I'm glad to hear that, and so thank you very much. I am currently working with the Transfer Center for transfer students. I've just gotten a lot of complaints about the transfer process. I know many who have gone through the transfer process here and it's been less than favorable. I'm also working with the provost office. She's very passionate about it, like I am. I really just want to make the transfer process like the FYE process for incoming freshmen. You know, just because you're coming here as a junior, as a senior, however you're transferring, this is still your first year here. So you should be able to be introduced just like incoming freshmen are. So if anyone has any comments, any questions about it, I'd love to hear it. This is my first big thing other than goat yoga. So I'm really excited about it and I'm looking forward to working more at the Transfer Center. And with that, I yield.
Thank you, Department of Campus Activity Board. I'll speak on their behalf. Get your Tiger Fest tickets if you haven't. The floor is sold out, so I hope to see you all there. Department of Civic Engagement.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. I'll just go over the events that we have going on soon. So we have tabling tomorrow with the Civic Engagement and Social Responsibilities Club, or not club, office. That'll be from 12 to 2 p.m. So please come out if you can. We have Paint Yourself Green on the 4th, or the 21st of April, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. We will be sending out a sign-up sheet for anyone who'd like to volunteer to help us out. Any help would be greatly appreciated. So please expect that in the coming few days. May 2nd, we have an event with the Civic Engagement and Social Responsibility Office to promote the primaries coming up. So those will be happening in June. However, we won't be here in June, so we're just going to try to get something out there to help promote them. We are also trying to participate in No Mow May. So that would be an event, or not really an event, but the university would take a parcel of land and choose not to mow it for the entire month to promote biodiversity and to give pollinators a little something special. So we'll look into advertising that as well as maybe hosting an event there. We'll see. Lastly, we have our Climate Leadership Committee. That is this Friday. It will be with a bunch of the sustainability leaders on campus. So if you guys would like any notes from that, please let me know and I will be happy to provide. Thank you. With that, I yield.
Thank you so much, Department of Communications.
Hi, how's everyone doing? I'll keep it like short. As always, just let me know about flyers posting as soon as possible. I'll be doing pictures and videos Thursday and probably going from now on every day afterwards. We're trying to get some, yeah. So just come about 10 minutes early. I did hold 4 interviews for an assistant director. I'll probably be choosing one of them in the coming days. Also had an interview with Tarley and President of Rose, so go ahead and look out for that. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Department of Community Outreach.
Hello, everyone. So thank you to all of you guys who signed up for the big event. If you didn't get a chance to forward your email to me in the Attorney General Kapoor, please do that. Also, if you would like to participate in the big event and you didn't, just shoot me an email or text me on GroupMe. Also for the big event, I'll need volunteers to film a little video to show why SGA loves service. So I'll be working with Dr. Rodriguez and everyone who wants to volunteer with that. Also, Tigerthon is this Saturday, April 9th. So if you'd like to also participate in that, it's a service hour. It's kind of an all-day thing, but feel free to reach out to me either after GA or whenever you want, just before Thursday. Just let me know. And yeah, another service event coming up April 14th. Director Edwards is hosting his Abm Appreciation Day, and that does count as service hours. So yeah, with that, I yield.
Thank you, Department of Diversity and Inclusion.
Hello, I'll be providing the communications for Director Ramos.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. It's unfortunate that I can't see you all again due to the art gallery happening right now in Ballroom D, which I hope you all come and visit after GA. The only announcement I have is to come out and support all the events throughout the week and let everyone know about them. Tomorrow is a dance competition from 5 to 7 p.m. in the Union Ballrooms D and E. And Thursday is a DSU fundraiser from 12 to 4 p.m. in the Union second floor. I need a lot of help with the fundraiser on Thursday since I'm busy throughout the day. So please sign up if you are free in the sign up link in the group. I posted the link in the professional chat, and thank you to everyone who has registered. And with that, I yield.
Thank you so much. Department of Health and Wellness.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. So to start off with good news and everything, in the next few weeks, administration is gonna come out with recommendations and their decision about menstrual products on campus. We're meeting around next week with 2 organizations. One is Clean, which we've worked with in the past, and the other one is On Flow. So they're gonna come up with their decision and have like negotiations with them. So it's coming soon. Also, May 2nd, 5 to 7 it's on us. So please, everyone remember that for all the people that are part of great organizations, it's eligible for CAP points. So if y'all need those points, please spread the word. Also, I don't know if y'all seen, there's been a box outside of the SGA office and it's gonna be out almost like every single day. It's me and the health center are like teaming up for another drive. So the GDMC has a drive for those who been displaced due to domestic violence and stuff. So they're gonna be accepting anything that has to do with like menstrual products, blankets, clothes, anything. So please, if you can donate, donate. If you can't, please spread the word. And with that, I yield.
Justice Yamson.
Where do we drop off the donation?
Where do we drop off the donation?
It's in the box that's like outside of the SGA office. It's also in the SGA office when it's not outside of it. I just keep it inside when we're not here because they tend to throw our stuff away.
Senator Omasor.
Point of personal privilege.
Granted. Thank you. Department of Higher Education.
Hi, everyone. Not too much to report today. Just a huge thank you to those who came out and supported the event last Friday. It was very, very fun. Very fun. Huge thank you to those who volunteered, those who donated, those who promoted. We had some amazing performances from our little people and from some Towson students as well. We raised over $600. The donation link is, yeah, I know. The donation link is still going to be live until Wednesday. It's in the group me. I can send it again. We are open to all money. And then if you weren't able to make it, of course, it was live streamed on the YouTube, on the SGA YouTube. So head over there if you do want to see the performances. And also, exit is still a thing, still need mentors. So of course, let me know if you are interested. And with that, I
Thank you so much, Steve. That was phenomenal. Department of Marketing.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everybody. As Edie Soto said, this week is not a TU week, so please be sure to go out to those events. Also, next week will be Pride Week, Monday through Friday. There will be graphics coming out for that, so please stay tuned. With that, I yield.
Thank you so much. Department of Student Organizations. Department of New Student Development.
Hey guys, happy Tiger Tuesday. So as Director Daxon pointed out, Abm Appreciation Day will be next Thursday, April 14th. I've spoken with many representatives from the ABM team, their employees, and the best time that seems to work seems to be 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. So that will be the time. I'm thinking of doing like we appreciate you pins or something like that, just to donate it to them. Well, not really donate, but pass out to them.
just to show our appreciation. Also, I've been working in collaboration with President DeVoe for 2 events, one of which will be a verdict pool party, so please be on the lookout for that. And I've also been working with Chief of Staff Moody on our midnight brunch, so that's coming up too. So with that, I yield.
Thank you. MPEC representative? That was in the report. Athletic affairs representative? Oh, we don't. Greek life representative?
Hello. Nothing much. AZD is having their annual Zyman competition on Friday at 8:30 at the University Ballrooms. All are invited, of course. Tickets are on sale on their Instagram. And then the MGC and IGC are having elections at this current time, so we're looking forward to the new e-board for the MGC and IGC. And of course, excited for Greek Week, April 24th to 29th. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm really excited for that. So then with that, I yield.
Thank you. Disability representatives?
Hi, everyone. So this. Hi, everyone. Is it on? Yeah, okay. Okay, good. Thanks. Okay, so first, happy Autism Acceptance Month. Very exciting. If you guys are gonna have to do anything to promote that with yourself, just don't use the color blue or use a puzzle piece because those are very controversial. Also, I would just like to say I have a few things to report. The first is I've just been having a bunch of meetings with groups like the Husband Center and New Student Affairs, the Office of New Student Affairs and stuff about just accessibility and what they're going to be doing over the summer and such. And then also I'll be having a pre-meeting on the 14th, which I think is going to be very fun and exciting. It's going to be about like history of disability, policy, intersections, and language, which I think is really important for us all to know. And then finally, just please do my survey and promote it. Thank you. Unless there are no questions with that idea.
Thank you so much. And can you please send the survey in the group meeting one more time after the meeting? All right, thank you. All right, time for my report. Okay, so the CIO search committee and interviews is all finished. The committee met for the last time this morning to kind of give our recommendation to Vice President Lowenthal. So hopefully relatively soon you'll see the new CIO. I want to say that since it is April, me and President DeVoe will be spending most of our time working on legislative implementation of legislation that already passed and kind of working to see what legislation we can implement in these last few months versus ones that we're going to recommend the next executive board to take on. Petitions are due Friday at 4. I really want to emphasize that. I don't want anyone to forget or anything. So petitions are due Friday at 4 if you are planning to run for elected office. And since it is April, you all saw the wonderful calendar that Chief of Staff Moody put up. There are events everywhere. So I need you all, when you're doing your ops hours, unless you're writing legislation or you're in a meeting, you should be out supporting our fellow SJ members and their events, whether that's through tabling, whether they want you to help with guests or anything. So please make sure we're out and about so everyone can see what SJ is about. And I want you all to know that I will be absent tomorrow. I know Wednesday is one of my main off hours days. I will be gone tomorrow. So if you need me, just text me and I will be replacing those hours with me being in the office all day Thursday. All right, and with that, I yield. All right, I'm gonna switch. Oh. Are there any opinions of the court?
No.
Thank you. Are there any advisor remarks?
Thank you for coming back to me. So. I'm just messing. Hi, everyone.
Hello. Hi.
Thank you for responding. So I just wanted to first talk about good luck on elections. They're coming up. So those who are running, please make sure you pick up your packets and make sure that you're picking up from and you're getting all your signatures and everything. And please make sure when you run, you do it with integrity and you do it the right way. Okay, there are years and years and years of experience here. I've seen it go south in the toilet. Okay, so please make sure that we campaign with integrity, and be responsible in the way you deal with things and the way you say things, and you're only as good as your word. That's what my dad told me, okay? And integrity is doing, can anybody define integrity for me? I can. Can anyone? Go ahead. Pretty close. Doing things when nobody else is looking, okay? It's being true to your values at all times. We need to make sure that we're doing that, please, okay? Please make sure you're taking care of yourself. The end of the semester is rolling quick. We all just got back from spring break a couple weeks ago, and now the end of the semester will come up quickly. So please make sure you take care of yourself and you're studying and doing what you need to do. Olivia, you said you're taking off tomorrow. Why would you have people text you? Okay, so that's my point. I'm not trying to make fun of him, but like he's going to work a full day the next day. He shouldn't be available tomorrow. Okay, so let's try to take care of ourselves, and that's from leadership down. And I'm a hypocrite too because I'm here till 8 o'clock tonight and got here 7 o'clock this morning. So my point is, we need to always take care of ourselves. You can't take care of other people and help advocate for other people if we're not taking care of ourselves. It's extremely important. Our police is changing, right? Okay, so this will be our last meeting. Very, very sad, but our new police officer will be starting next meeting. Next Tuesday. So Officer Hamilton's been amazing and we love her to death, but she's not leaving our lives. She's just leaving this post. You got a promotion, right? So. Sergeant now. So big boss, but she said she would leave my life, especially if I needed some help. So, which I might. But anyway, so once again, we have Tiger Fest coming up. Please, and Greek Week, and please come to as many things as you possibly can. We have to support all student organizations. We have to support our offices. We have to support our advisors. Our advisors are putting in overtime over the next couple of weeks. People like Tom Judd and Taylor Civic and all those people. Just please make sure that Rudens Vital and all the people from student activities, please make sure that you are also supporting your advisors too. So with that, I yield and thank you for allowing me to be your advisor.
Now switch. Hello? Can you hear me?
That's fine. Okay. Yes, Justice McNeil.
One person privilege.
Granted. Okay, so we do have unfinished business on the agenda today. Are there any motions on the floor? Senator watching it red.
I think that we review Senate Bill number 1.
Okay, is there a second? Senator Mackey.
Second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion? Okay, if not, we'll now move into a vote to review Senate Bill number 1. All those in favor? Opposed or abstaining? Great, with that, the motion passes, and we'll now review Senate Bill number 1, which was written on my behalf. So I do have a presentation for you all today, which is on the standing rules of order. From here, okay, I might have to get up, but. Okay. Okay, we'll just put this on. Can we turn this TV on, if possible? We trying to sort this technical issue out. Just bear with us, guys. We make it as big as possible. Thank you. Okay, so I'll show you all the proposed changes that the Rules Committee has made to the standing rules of order, and I believe we'll open the floor to questions, comments, concerns too. I guess we can do that as we go, if that works best, but you can go to the next slide. So a first change, ignore the second portion, which says Article 2, but it's the highlighted section. If you guys have your standing rules document open, you can look at it in there, but it was from Article 1. And we changed the whole Article 1 basically. Can we go to the next one, the next slide? It has the reasoning. So the reasoning came from VP Ambush, and he can go in depth as to what the change was if you guys need him to. But he wanted to propose that we strike all mentions of Robert's rule, because when we are in GA, we follow the parliamentary procedure as outlined in the standing rules of order, not in Robert's rules. And he says he thinks for SGA, like this is important for SGA members who know the actual Robert's rule, because it can be very confusing if this is in the document. So it's just to prevent future confusion as to what we actually follow when we're in GA versus what's in the document. So basically like a reflection of it. So is there any question as to this, what this change is about? Okay. If not, we can continue. So the second one was in Article 3, Section D, subsection A, which had to do with communications. So the original, I guess, phrase in the article was saying that this time is reserved for SG officers to report on their progress, any pertinent information regarding the position and or committee recommendations. This time should be a very brief statement. So the change that the committee made was to say communications should take no more than 2 minutes unless otherwise stated by the presiding officer. And so the reason why the committee made this change is because a brief statement, saying a brief statement is like a broad thing to say. So the committee just wanted to emphasize a time limit so that everyone is aware of like about how long communications should take. During, I guess, general assemblies. So do we have any general questions on this? Okay. Okay. If not, we'll proceed. Article 3, Section 1, subsection A, which had to do with unfinished business, second reading of legislation. So originally it said cabinet members without check-ins should stay for the entirety of GA or until otherwise dismissed. And the change that the committee made was to say during the legislative portion of GA, the chief of staff may host check-ins with cabinet members. In such circumstances, cabinet members without check-ins should stay for the entirety of GA or until otherwise dismissed. And the reason why this change was brought upon is because check-ins are currently happening aren't currently happening during General Assembly. So we just want to reflect what we're currently doing in the document, because the original version is not actually how we conduct business during General Assemblies. Okay, another one, in still the same article, but different subsection. So it has, the original was the pieces of legislation will have received a recommendation during communications. Should the legislation not have recommendations, Senate rules must be suspended or the bill must be left on unfinished business to die. And so the change the committee made is that the pieces of legislation will have received a recommendation from the appropriate committee during communications, and say the same thing that the original said. And we said, the committee said, This was to make it clear that recommendations on legislation during communications comes from a Senate committee, which is just to avoid confusion as to where recommendations come from when we refer to recommendations. And these recommendations usually come from the Government Operations Committee or the Appropriations Committee, depending on which bill hits the GA floor. I don't know what the last sentence says, but we know that inflation does not go through either. And we know that if legislation does not, if either of the committee deems the legislation as unfavorable, actually, no, that's not what it says, but if either of the committees did not review the legislation, then we know that we must break Senate rules to review the legislation. So that's basically what this subsection is referring to. So, questions, comments, concerns so far? Okay. Now we'll proceed. Article 5, Section 3, subsection C starts with the original. The presiding officer must answer the question following the point. The change was to add that the presiding officer reserve the right to defer the question to a member of the judicial or executive board if necessary. And this change was brought upon because oftentimes questions can be answered by someone other than the presiding officer, which usually happens during our General Assemblies. I usually sometimes don't have direct answer to questions that may be asked. So then I defer the question to someone on the exec board or the judicial board that can better, I guess, answer the question. So it's just to reflect that in the document. So. Okay, Article 5, Section 4, and then I think that's like subsection B, motion to call the question. So a motion to call the question, the original says it requires 2/3 majority vote to pass, and that once there has been motion to call to question and it has been seconded, debate and or discussion must immediately end, and as soon as Senate will move into a vote. So we wanted, because a motion to call to question doesn't require a 2/3 majority vote to pass, we wanted to replace the subsection A to become B and completely get rid of what A says, because we just do B, if that makes sense. So it would just, A would become B and say, once there has been a motion to call the question, and has been seconded, debate or discussion must immediately end, and the Senate will move into a vote, because that's how we've been doing it. We don't require 2/3 majority vote from the Senate to do a motion to call to question. So that's what the explanation is. Do you guys have any questions about this so far? Okay, great. You continue, Article 9, Section 1, subsection A, appealing decision of presiding officer. So the original has said a decision of the presiding officer may be appealed should it be supported by at least 3 other members of the General Assembly. And so the change was to replace other members of the General Assembly with senators. And the reason why the committee decided to make this change is that the senators are the ones voting, and therefore they should be the ones, I guess, counted like within the vote in order to support an appeal on the decision that the presiding officer makes, since they're the ones voting. Okay. And that is all. Treasurer Copeland?
I just have a quick question based on the slide 4, regarding the motion to call the question. I just want to know if our practice is that we immediately call the question. Like if a senator right now calls the question, it goes into an immediate vote. But the law, the SRO says that it should require 2/3 Senate vote.
So, yeah, so that, and like the original document was kind of confusing in that sense, because it says at the beginning it requires a 2/3 majority vote, and then it says it must be seconded and discussed, and like, do you see how it contradicts itself? So the way we've been practicing it here is that it doesn't, because that defeats the whole purpose. If it requires a 2/3 vote to do call to question, it like defeats the purpose of a call to question, because the call to question is like a direct jump to, I guess, a vote. If, do you understand what I'm saying? If it requires like a 2/3. So the committee chose to just get rid of that and just go with what we've usually been doing. That is- Okay, any more questions, comments, concerns? Anything? Yes, Director Clark.
Whatever. Point of personal privilege.
Granted, you're all good. Okay, if yes, Vice President Ambush.
Hi, for everyone wondering, we did add disability representative to the agenda, and that's right, it's just not on the slide.
Yes, that was something we did after I had finished the presentation and all, so that is going to be reflected in our document going along. But any last minute questions, comments, concerns before we continue? Yes, Director Johnston.
Hi, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. Is there another section of the Constitution or the standing rules of order that kind of limit the power of a call to question? Because as it is edited, it seems like anyone could just say like, call the question and then.
Would you like to, Senator Ring, did you want to? You can go ahead.
So, the call to question as it stands can either be as a recommendation where a senator has to accept, and then if they second, we move into immediate vote on the legislation. If then there is no second, it dies and we can continue conversation. But the point of a call to question is that if a senator feels like the discussion is not going anywhere, that they can just immediately call to a vote. So there isn't a limitation because that's the point of a call to question, if that makes sense. But if a director makes a recommendation to call to question, the Senate has the power to just let it die. I hope that.
Yeah, it did a lot. Thank you.
Chief Justice Hurtado Olson, did you have? Okay. Anyone else have any last minute comments, questions, concerns? Okay, if not, we'll now move into a vote on the proposed changes on the standing rules of order. All those in favor, opposed, or abstaining? Great, with that, the motion passes, and we have approved the changes that the Rules Committee made. And now we can reflect it in the document, I guess, for next SRO document. Okay, we can now move into new business. Are there any motions on the floor? Senator Maddox.
I move that we review resolution 35.
Okay, is there a second? Senator Gwen,
I second.
is there any discussion? If not, we'll now move into a vote to review resolution number 35. All those in favor? Opposed or abstaining? Great, with that, the motion passes, and we can now review resolution number 35 concerning the appointment of Myra, correct me if I'm wrong, Korea as the Director of Special Projects of the 101st Government Association. Hi, if you would like to please come up and just briefly like tell us as to why you yes, yay, and we will open the floor for questions and comments and stuff. Well,
okay, good afternoon, y'all. Can you hear me?
hello, yes.
Okay, so my name is Myra Correa, and basically I wanted to join SGA to contribute and connect more with the student body. As Director of, as Director of Special Projects, I feel like that would be a great position with like connect with campus partners as well. I have a lot of experience planning programs as I am a part of SAGE and also LAWSO. And
Thank you so much. I'll like open the floor to questions from Myra. So does anyone have a question? Senator Maddox? You passed the mic.
Okay. Hi there. I was just kind of curious, you mentioned some prior experience. Can you go into detail on like some events that you hosted before or planned?
Yes, of course. So for LASO, every semester we do celebrate Noche Latina, which is the biggest event that we plan. And that usually takes the whole semester to plan in advance. We work as a team and we also have like smaller committees to plan. We also plan out thoroughly our general board meetings, and everyone has like a program to plan every Wednesday. And then for Stage, I've been a part of Stage for 2 years now, and we plan every Tuesday programs, and I'm actually a team lead, so I am in charge of overseeing and managing a team.
Thank you. Any more questions, Director Baxton?
Hello, Myra. I was just wondering, what initiatives do you have coming into SGA? And also, what initiatives do you feel that SGA could work on as an organization?
Okay, good question. So I do know and understand that it is like towards the end of the semester, there's really, we're coming to an end. But I really do love seeing, like, I know April, like I've been in the office for a couple times now, and April is a full month of a lot of programs, and I'm very excited about that. Initiatives, I would love to just see us like expand and outreach, like be more accessible to students and not like be a little held on.
Yeah, just follow-up question. Do you know, like, do you have any ideas of how we could do that, maybe?
I don't know, being more open and while tabling, I don't know, maybe.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Director Diaz. Other than connecting with students, why do you specifically want to be a part of the SGA or like within this specific role of special projects?
Thank you. I think not only connecting with students, but also, as I mentioned, with campus partners. I think networking is a great like opportunity in this role also. Like many of you I don't really know, and I would love to know you all. Also just expanding my horizons. Yeah.
Vice President Hambush.
Hi, so as you know, we are entering the last part of the semester, but we're still a great event. So you'll be playing mostly a supporting role. So can you expand on kind of, gosh, I'm trying to think of a word, like how you work with other people, like your people skills, and how you make connections with new people, which will be especially important as we have a couple events that some SG members, it's their first time ever programming, so they may need that extra support. So can you expand a little on that?
Yes, of course. So I know following up with whoever event it is and seeing what they need and what resources I can aid in is an important role. Like I mentioned in Sage, I kind of play that role. It's not me planning the program, it's more me handling what my team needs to like execute the program. So I do want to be as supportive as I can. And I kind of plan on doing that by checking in on everyone in advance on how everyone is doing with their event coming up.
Thank you. Do we have any more questions? Yes, Director Paxton.
Thank you for answering all my questions. Just my last question. So as Director of Special Projects, you do serve as the Deputy Chief of Staff. And I was just wondering, do you feel comfortable being able to step into that role if Chief of Staff Moody were to step back for a day? Do you think you can handle the duties of Chief of Staff?
With the correct guidance, I do.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. Any last comments, questions, concerns? And you guys can also speak on her behalf if you wish. Yes, Senator Omisore.
Oh, no, I feel like Myra, like, she sounds so passionate about this job. Like, I don't know, it's just me, but I feel like she just fit the role perfectly. You know, she already got experience with Sage. Also the Latino, what's it called?
So the Latin American Student Organization.
Yeah. I don't know, I really recommend her. She's great.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was really pleased to see Myra's resume. She has a lot of experience with event planning, and then I've also been like training her a lot on 25 Live, and she already has experience on that. With the events like that are wrapping up, a lot of y'all just need a lot of support executing, making sure you have like your budgets and stuff together. And Myra kind of already knows about that, being like the treasurer of Lasso. So I just feel like she'll be a great addition to the team, especially in the special projects role. And then she'll have a lot of assistants, and we do plan on confirming an aide soon that I.
Thank you, Chief of Staff Moody. Do we have any? Yes, Justice McNeil.
Hi, you said you were in Sage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you look familiar. So I went to a couple of Sage events and they were very open. And she just seemed like she could like a real people person. So I think she'll be a good addition.
Thank you. Any last comments, questions? Speaking on. Okay. If not, thank you so much, Myra. We'll ask you to please leave the room and we'll take a closed vote and then we'll call you back in.